Hi everyone, welcome to Think IAS, and we are here with the video series for UPSC Prelims 2021. Today we are going to learn about Keshavananda Bharti case. This case is again in the news because of the person Keshavananda Bharti who passes away few days back. You all must have heard about this case earlier also, and whenever you heard about this case, one term, basic structure should come in your mind, right? Today we will be learning what is this basic structure and why this case is very important. First, let's just see what is the case and why this case is very important. So there was a person, Keshav Nanda Bharti in Kerala, whose land was taken by the Kerala government under the Land Reform Act 1963. So he put a petition that this act is the violation for the fundamental rights of Article 25, 26, and 31 of Indian Constitution. This case is again named in the history very important because it has a bench of 13 judges, which is only largest bench ever happened in India. Now let's just see what happens and why this case is very important. So back in the history, there was one case of Shankri Prasad in 1961, and then there was a case of Sajjan Singh in 1965. Both the cases gave a judgment that Parliament can amend any part of the Constitution, including fundamental rights, under Article 368. But in the Golab case, Supreme Court gave the judgment that Parliament cannot amend the Constitution and fundamental rights cannot be amended by the Parliament. Then this war starts there, and then there was a case in 1971 which said that 24th Constitutional Amendment Act, which is giving the power to the Parliament to amend the Constitution, is right, and 25th Constitutional Amendment Act, which says under Section 2 that it curtailed the right to property with due compensation, and Section 3, which said that DPSPs can be taken over fundamental rights if there is a choice between them by any of the court, and it took away the scope of judicial review for Article 39B and 39C. Then in 1972, one more case came where the judgment came that 29th Constitutional Amendment Act is right, which says it added two land reform legislations to ninth schedule of the Indian Constitution. And then came the very important case, that is Keshav Nanda Bharti case. And this case was again get strengthened by many of the judgments like Minerva Mills case, SR Bomai case, and IR Kohli case. Now let's see what was the outcome of this Keshavananda Bharti case. So it said that 24th Amendment Act was correct, and it said that Parliament has the power to amend any provision of the Constitution, including fundamental rights, but they gave a condition that Parliament should not amend or alter, damage, or destroy any of the fundamental principles, or we can say essential features of the Constitution. And they call it as basic structure doctrine, but they do not define what is this basic structure. But in the upcoming cases, when all the judgments came for other cases, Supreme Court gave definition to this basic structure. And with all the cases, we come to know that those features of the Constitution, or those principles, those essential things in the Constitution which make it different, which is the definition of our Indian Constitution, is the basic structure of the Constitution. It can be rule of law, it can be separation of power, it can be judicial review, it can be sovereignty, it can be federalism, it can be anything which actually define Indian Constitution. It should not be, damaged, it should not be destroyed. After this, it corrected the Golaknath case judgment also. So Supreme Court held that under Article 368, it contained both power and procedure for amending the Constitution, and these powers are there with the Parliament. So Parliament can amend Constitution as well as fundamental rights. Then it upheld 25th and 29th Amendment, except the part where it curtailed its power of judicial review. And then in the last thing, the Keshavananda Bharti case did was the preamble. So it was also one of the controversy, that is the preamble part of Constitution or not. So Keshavananda Bharti case said that for Constitution, preamble is the part. It may be not necessarily essential part of the Constitution, but Only if we accept it as a part of constitution, then only we can amend it through the amendments, and which is required to maintain its harmony with the provision of constitution, which is organic and it adapt to be changing in reality. So we should change, we should amend the preamble, and we can only do it if it is the part of constitution, and hence we accepted that preamble is part of constitution. I hope you get information regarding Keshavananda Bharti case and it is useful for you. If you really like the video, you can like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to get some more videos on other topics, you can comment it down and we'll try to make videos on that as well. Thank you till then. Until then, bye bye and take care.